Sziasztok, üdvözlök mindenkit! Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. Alapvetően az eredeti ötlet az volt, hogy nehéz fokozaton fogom végigjátszani a kampányt. Na most nem nehéz fokozaton fogom végigjátszani a kampányt, mert ugye lett a joystickom, ami a címbe is benne van, igen, beleraktam a címbe. Tehát egy Logitech X52 HOTAS. És még valami így a streamen, mivel jelenleg nem nagyon van helyem, ahol tudnám rakni így a második képernyőt idézőjelbe, vagy ugye egy tablet. Ezért nem igazán fogom látni a chatet. Úgyhogy nem mindig tudok, mit én így minden végén megpróbálok ránézni, de igazság szerint úgy sincsen itt senki streamen, azt azoknak mondom, akik utólag nézik vissza. Senki nem nézi? De nem baj, toljuk. Úgyhogy normálon fogjuk végigjátszani a kampányt. Mr. Story. És normálon.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Mondjuk kiképzést nélkül azért ez vicces, tehát hogy elvileg ugye a sztori szerint most repül először. Elvileg.
straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put an IFS between this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Hát az kellemetlen. Na és akkor játszani is tudunk most már.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's airbase squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Igen. Itt a 95-ös bombázsó. Na, és elvileg ugye akkor megvan az összes repülő. Jó. Alapvetően majd próbálok így mindegyik repülővel, hát nem mindegyikkel, de úgy jó pár repülővel játszani. Lehet, hogy egy-két ilyen Top Gun-osat, vagy... Hát ezeket a drónokat, azt nem is, de ezek szerintem drónok. Nem drónok, de... Hát valami az hasonló. Azokat nem. Lehet, hogy ilyen Top Gun-osat fogok egy-kettőt, de főleg ezekkel. És úgy próbálok mindegyikkel. Szovjetből kevés van, csak 4 darab. Van pár olyan európai Mirage-ra fel Typhoon Gripen. De hát ugye többnyire amerikai repülők. Kezdjünk egy F-15-jével. Abból is van több. Remélhetőleg pár repülőt is streamek alatt is fel tudunk oldani. Azért én örülnék neki. Quick Maneuver, személyető. Na, legyen az valami jó skink erre. De ez japán, az nem kell. Akkor marad ez. Fogok japán légierőset szórakozni.
Squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage squadron, head to runway.
Mi vagyunk Mage 2, Trigger.
Hurry, Mage squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
És nem beszél soha.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
H2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Van gépfegyverünk, kétfajta rakétánk, nagyon sok belőle.
Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Na.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. Let's ask him for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Kapta. Az is. Látunk rakétát. Elkapjuk a MiG-24-est.
Mage 2, targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Jó.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Fox 3. Mage 2, target down.
That's it. It's great, but it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Missile hit. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Na. Jó,
Not too
és
shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long
Nem?
way to go,
Hisz.
kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Mage 2, walking.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a
jó,
bomber
ezt
and an escort.
elkapjuk. Ráülök. Ja.
Trigger, settle down.
És a másik is halott.
Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Column. Mage, 2 new enemy
Az
groups.
hogy misszelt?
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Szorosságos volt elő. Ez is visszamentünk. Az is.
Missile evaded.
Megint kellene kerülnöm.
Mage 2, locked.
Az itt, jó.
Abandon my sights. Evade to and down. Harbor facilities
Az jó is lesz. Ez is ördög. Négy is vannak.
Fox 2. They have a lock on you, shake 'em! Fox 3, Fox 3! Mage 2 splash demanded. In gun range. One remaining. Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
That's not enough to stop me.
Volna kell lassulni. Jó, elkaptuk.
It's a Golem and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Ilyen hosszú név.
Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Ezt tippeljük.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We know the many more. That means you have our thanks.
Next mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yuuzhan peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuuzhan was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war. One they had no hope
Legnagyobb
of
ország gázba kerül. It's fine.
That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yuuzhans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuuzhan, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Ez közelben. Mondjuk én úgy tudom, hogy ilyenkor azért radarral megpróbálják, ugye?
Yeah, I survived.
Hogy... Na,
Crashed in a bombed out Ocean Air Force Base. Then got arrested
szoktak
for
radarral
breaking
szólni
wartime
azért, hogy...
aviation laws or some crap. The world went
Hogyha nincsen a repülőn, ugye?
to being at war.
Felségjelzés.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuuzhan continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out. And set the dogs on me.
Hát ez kellemetlen. Eléggé.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Igen, itt vagyunk 6-an. És rengeteg radar. Véga. 14 ground target. De lesznek ott repülők is. Ja. Viszont akkor ezzel jövünk, ez jelződászgép. Esetleg egy Super Hornet. Érdessük, muszáj. Akkor visszamegyünk. Ja, ezt tudom, mi azt nem szeressük. Ez jó lehet, mondjuk ez mindent becéloz. Legyen ez, játszunk egyet Rázsral. Aztán úgyis fogok F35-tel meg F22-vel, ez biztos. Meg F18-asra is biztos fogok. Skin, valami más nem. Esetleg. Legyen ez. Legyen most ez.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Biztos guided.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
Ja, de nem feltétlenül radarra legyen.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep. Mage 2, walking.
Ledobjuk az ajándékcsomagot. Bam. Ez mellette van.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle!
Locked on!
We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now!
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Fire into your gun!
Trigger, there's one more to go.
És ez a felfogás kapra. Mondjuk azt hiszem, hogy lesz ground target.
The interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can. Missile launched.
Friendly shot down. They're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Ja, de azok még repülők, csak nem szálltak fel. Hát, elmondékozzuk őket.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets too.
Én mondjuk ott van lássállal, ezt is kell szedni. Ezt is mindékozzuk. Elfordulunk. Szépen. Vagy nem annyira szépen, mert még mindig nem szoktam meg ezt a botkormányos dolgot. De olyan elfogadható módon. És még van egy C-17-es. Ezt nem mehetünk vadászokra. Yeah.
Keep your mind focused.
5 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed.
Yes.
Carrying.
Missile did not connect.
Vihar. Vagy vihar? Felhő. Na. Vihar. Az kapó lesz. Yeah. És a következő még 21-es. Nem tudom miért, még 21-eseket használnak.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
3 targets remaining.
Így legalább tudjuk bedolni. Nem úgy, mint majd később lesz.
H2, Fox 2.
Golem 2, you can't go after every target. Launch preparation complete. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away. Attack missed.
Ó, megjelent a drónok. Ez itt a csodálatos kis drón.
Status report. Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Clever decoys.
All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Ah.
Don't try to read their movements. Target lock. Firing.
Fox 2.
Mi az a baj, hogy ezeknek nem igazán lehet a mozgását figyelni, mert nagyon könnyen tudnak irányt változtatni. Hát pedig mi fogjuk őket leszedni? Legalábbis én. Már nem vált át bombára. Ugye van? Az... Megkapta.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Where'd he go?
H2, target down. 1 to go.
Hát akkor... Mi kapjuk, ma csak az evély lesz.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile did not connect.
You're mine. I'll make it quick. So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Az...
Target is in range of
Ja,
guns.
megkapta.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guy's in charge. Take care of the
Nem
rest.
is fog történni egy háborúba. Hát függetlenül nem jó dolog az, hogyha civilek is meghalnak emiatt, úgyhogy...
Current target is on rails, but anti-air weaponry.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the count.
Next mission. Még egy mission letolunk, és utána vége a streamnek. Aztán lehet, hogy egy kicsit később egy World of Tanks streammel még visszajövök. Nem biztos, mert még várom a Stray következő részét.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a round for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Ezt nagyon kellemetlen. És hát így is fog történni. F4-et meg F16-osok, hát... Jó van. Akkor hozzunk be valami szovjetet. Jó Foxhound, jó, nem tudom ezt a repülőtéglát behozni. Legyen egy Fulcrum. Legyen egy Fulcrum. 4 tengetes. Let's go.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger. Maintain your current approach. meters.
Nope, that's good. Így. Én nem mondanám, hogy excelent vereket, mondjuk a felét amúgy az animáció csinálja, szóval szerencsére. Egyébként valószínűleg párszor lezuhant volna a repülőm, meg a refueling plane is párszor.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, the first hunting season begins.
Feeling out! Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
This is rund.
Careful, there's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Enemy has a lock!
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are reinforcements? Break! Enemy shot down.
Golem 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Why aren't they pulling out?
Fox 2! Fox 2! Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Kicsi két.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
És aztán ez a bard. Hát igen. Hát igen. Elfoglalták. Az övéké. Ami gyakorlatilag annyit jelent, hogy egy sorúbombjuk van, ami elpusztít minket.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break, now!
We're just waiting for mission command.
Mindegyik misszelt? Nagyon fognának az arra. De mi lesz a következő? Gyerek, csak egyeket lőnem. Ezek is ott vannak.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Locked. Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
There's too many of them. March around.
Those damn things have gotten smarter. How many do you think are left?
Ready to attack.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Hit.
Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming! What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. Too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If it was earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Radar lock acquired. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage 2, walking. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Nice.
Golem 3, Fox 2. Yowza!
Target destruction confirmed. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircraft.
Lőtt
Prepare
a
for combat.
rakétát.
It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
What is that? HOTAS 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile! Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Which wingtips? I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Red Golem and Mage Squadron to let this tail pull through.
Get your asses out. Mage 2, Fox 2.
Jó, akkor.
Mage Squadron still have their hotshot, and we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we know you were dead.
Jet meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fourth grade aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Good kill.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
We can keep.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Happy game.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Igen. És gyakorlatilag mintha kártyalás lenne. És mintha egy drón se vesztett volna, nem kicsit érdekes, mert egy párat szétlöttünk, de ez van. Visszateleportálnak. És ott a levegőbe építi az ujjakat.
Past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Yeah.
Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Na, Ghostbusters. Nem tudom miért. És kaptam a Su-30. Ősre egy skint. Itt hagyjuk abba, és majd legközelebbi Ace Combat streambe, ami szerintem még a héten lesz, folytatjuk. Ma még lehet, hogy visszatérek egy World of Tanks streammel. Úgyhogy, ja. Találkozunk ott, vagy később streamben, vagy videóban. Lassan kész van a Stray 2, úgyhogy Stray 2. Sokadik, 4. része. Úgyhogy lehet, hogy ott addig is legyen további szép napotok.